Hey guys, welcome back to Big Loss Official. As you can see today, I am joined by the first ever female champion of the Rogue Invitational, Inez Carrasquillo. How are you, Inez?
Good. How are you doing today?
Oh, I'm okay. A bit flustered as we just spoke about, but I'm
Yeah.
okay. But it's lovely to have you on. I don't know if you've watched any of these yet, but we start each one the same way. First off, we have, before we get into talking about the Arnolds, your Big Loz big introduction. So here we go.
Inez Carrasquillo burst onto the strongwoman scene in 2021, where at her first World's Strongest Woman competition, she was just off the podium in 4th place. She then went on to win the Amateur Arnold Strongwoman Open in 2022 and made the podium at both America's and the World's Strongest Woman that same year. But it wouldn't be until 2024 that Inez truly cemented herself as one of the absolute best strongwomen in the world. That year, she showed incredible consistency when she won North America's Strongest Woman convincingly, and she went on to win the first ever Rogue Invitational Strongwoman competition, beating the biggest names in strongwoman in the process.
Oh, that was so cute.
I'm glad you enjoyed
The old OSG. Oh my God. That was my first big competition because I did OSG before I even did the Arnold Amateur.
Yeah, you did, didn't you? That was when we first met you. It feels like such a long time ago, doesn't it?
Was it 2021? Oh my
It
God.
was 21, yeah.
Oh my God, it's been so long.
It has, I know. And like I was gonna say you've grown so much, but you have as an athlete, like you're just like night and day now. I mean, you were good then, but yeah, well, we'll talk about it as we go through. You've really come on a long way.
Oh, well,
So
thank you.
no. Obviously, you've just won the Rogue Invitational. Let's talk about that for a second because that was absolutely insane, wasn't it? Like you've always been, you've got some event performances that are just a level above everyone else, but there was always something, wasn't there, in competition that went wrong. Like, and it might have been really obvious, like that timber carry and the fall and stuff like that, or the fall of the log at the Arnolds the year before. But sometimes it was just very small little mistakes. But I think this is the first time we saw just such a polished performance from you from start to finish.
Yeah, I think it was just confidence. I think that I lack a lot of confidence and I have horrible imposter syndrome being only in the sport for a few years. And I think that I always overthink things quite a bit. And once at the Rogue Invitational, I'm like, there's a lot at stake here. And I'm here for a reason. And I think that having that mindset all weekend really pushed me to become, to what my true potential could possibly be.
Yeah, that was definitely Inez 2.0. So now that you
Yeah.
know exactly what you can do, now that you've won that competition, I hope you don't feel like an imposter anymore and we can
No,
continue.
yeah, no, I don't.
Good, good. So let's talk about this year's Arnold's then, because I'm really excited to see you back there. We're starting, well, you are starting, I'm not doing anything, with the max elephant bar deadlift. Now, at the Rogue, you did a max deadlift. It wasn't the elephant bar, but we really saw your progression with the deadlift because in the past, this has been a slightly weaker event for you, hasn't it, comparatively?
Yeah, comparatively, it's not my favorite event. I hit 605 though, but I've missed 605 the last three competitions.
Okay.
So to finally hit over six, that was a pretty big deal for me.
Yeah. And that must give you quite a bit of confidence going into this deadlift now. Are you hoping for a new PR there, or just will you be happy to match what you did at Rogue?
Happy to match. Maybe 5 to 10 more pounds would be perfect.
Yeah. Yeah.
We didn't have a lot of turnaround time. It was like as soon as Rogue ended, it was like Arnold Prep is going, and it's like another max deadlift. How much can you really put on a deadlift in 3 months?
Yeah, realistically, especially when, like, I know you're still quite new to strongwoman, but prior to that, you were a powerlifter, weren't you? So
I
how long have you been
was.
training for?
Well, it'll be 5 years for strong women, and then I did powerlifting for about 2 years, so about 7 years.
Oh, okay. So you weren't that experienced in powerlifting when you came over then?
No,
Yeah. No regrets about leaving?
no regrets whatsoever. I hated powerlifting. I
Did
thought
you?
it was the only sport that I could do with like strength sports because I didn't know any better. And then one day at the gym, some guy was like, you should try strongman. And I was like, nah, like there's some running. I'm not really into all that. And then my coach reached out on Instagram and was like, I can make you a world champion. And I was just like, I don't even know what sport this is, but like, I want to try it now. Like, that sounds really cool. So then Alec, and I've had him since day one.
Yeah.
So we've been coaching for 5 years now, which is awesome.
Yeah. I think having that continuity with someone that does just work well with you is so valuable, isn't it? You see some athletes, they're just flitting about from coach to coach and they just don't progress.
Yeah. It's like coaching is more than just here's your program, you're doing great. It's like we're friends and we understand each other. We know how to communicate with each other. And it's like, it's really important to have that type of relationship, I think.
Yeah, 100%. Do you have any experience in Olympic lifting?
No, I did some in high school and college because I did track and field. And we would do like cleans and snatches and stuff, but they were god awful. I just remember my form and I was like, how did I not break something? And so no experience. The split jerk that I do, I learned in strongman.
Okay, that's cool. It's so cool that you guys do lift weights in high school though. We don't at all. Like,
oh, really?
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure mine is like a common experience in the UK. I remember playing hockey and netball and that was it.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. I mean, it was fun, but I'm not a great team player. Anyway, this isn't about me. So the second event, then we have the overhead gauntlet. Now, when you did the last log at the Arnolds, that was the Arnold UK, you won it, didn't you? That was the American Oak. Yeah. And we know you're great at dumbbell. I imagine you're great at a natural stone press as well. So this must be one you're very, very excited for.
Oh, I'm coming for that one. I'm hoping for another 5 reps on that log and just crushing that, stone in that dumbbell.
Is it like a 2-minute time limit? It's quite a long time limit, isn't it?
I believe it is. So yeah, there's a lot of time.
Yeah, no, that's good. And if you do hit over 600 pounds on the deadlift, you're going to be one of the last ones out anyway.
Yeah, exactly. And I could see what I need and, go from there.
Yeah, such a huge advantage on an event like this when, you don't know, like you don't want to be the first one out, do you? Just having to absolutely kill yourself.
Annihilate it. Yeah.
Yeah. That sucks. Okay, so event number 3 is the timber carry. So briefly mentioned it. Obviously you had your terrible. I always sort of laugh when we talk about it because of our conversation at Rogue.
You're awful.
I'm awful. About you looking like Elephant Man. And I don't mean it. It's because I love you, Inez. If I didn't, I would never say something like that.
Oh, I know.
but like being very serious, that it was a terrible, terrible thing that you went through. How much do you think has that impacted your training at all, or are you just over it?
I'm over it. I think that the fear would hold me back, and I want to get top 3 on that event. So I need to just not fear it and go for it. On Reddit, everyone was like, "Oh, it's gonna hold her back," and
I was reading that. Yeah.
You're reading that, yeah. She's gonna be scared of it, and I'm like, why? No, I'm just gonna wear better shoes that I know are grippier, and I'm gonna of it. And my grip has improved a lot, so I think that that's a game changer for me.
Yeah, it's going to be a problem in the past. Was it your feet that slipped then?
It did. It was my feet. And then when I tried to re-grip, I didn't stand up completely. I tried to step because I was like this far away from the line. I was right there. So I thought I could kind of like lurch it over. And that's when I fell. And stupid mistakes. That was a confidence thing. So
yeah, of course. Yeah. So that's going to go swimmingly this time. So we're going to be in a lovely place at the end of day 1. Moving into day 2. Now, this is the event I'm most excited to see you in particular do, is the big jerk. This, you probably couldn't have asked for a better event, could you?
It's like Jan Todd was like, I'm going to throw Inez a bone from last year and give her something that she really likes.
And obviously I've been watching your training. Like, you're looking so good on this, so comfortable. We've got some huge pressers in the women's side of the competition, but not huge pressers that have your sort of technique that's really going to play into this event, I feel.
Yeah, I'm one of the only people that haven't did the behind the neck style. I'm really not coordinated enough to do that. So I think it's going to be exciting watching people trying new techniques and learning new things, and coming out in 5 weeks and seeing what they, came with prepared. I'm hoping someone pushes me to 400. That's my goal. I would love to hit 400 on that stage and, be pushed to do so. So we'll see.
That would be insane if you do. How much practice did you put into the behind the neck before deciding, nah?
I've hit 300 behind the neck.
Okay.
So it wasn't like terrible, but I hit 330 for three in the front rack last week. And then this week, I don't know what I'm going to hit, but it's going to be more than that. And I feel really confident, front racking versus behind the neck.
Yeah. So moving on to event number 2, day 2, this is another event that really looks right up your street, to be honest. The trial by timber. Now, we don't know exactly what these logs are going to look like or how you're going to end up carrying them, but it's essentially a load into a drag, isn't it? And you've always done well at these type of events and competitions like OSG. You're a good mover.
Except the the one where we had to wear the go rucks. Remember that?
Oh, that was stupid. Sorry, Lynn, but that was stupid.
I
What happened?
fell.
Were you a turtle?
I was a turtle, yes, like 6 times. And the sled wasn't heavy enough to counteract the weight that was on the back. So I
Yeah.
thought the sled was going to be a lot heavier. So I like pulled and I fell right away. And I was like, oh my God, like I am on the ground right now and I can't get up. But
It's all coming back to me now. Oh, I'm going to have to go back and rewatch.
don't watch it. It's so bad.
At least it didn't end up in the montage.
Oh my God, could you imagine? Like the montage was just me on the ground with the go ruck. Yeah.
So funny. Oh goodness, what was I going to say? It sounds like you could actually do with a go ruck at the Arnold's version, because from the men's side anyway, we're being told it's going to be very heavy. Hopefully they get the weight just right for the women as well.
Yeah, hopefully it's not too light and it's not too heavy. Hopefully it's a good middle ground. I think they did a good job with the arm over arm at the RAW Invitational. I think it was like really heavy, but it wasn't like impossible. And I think they're doing a good job finding the weights for us.
Yeah, and it must be hard because unlike the men where everyone's just a heavyweight athlete, there is more to consider with the women. Like Rebecca Roberts is 6'4".
Yeah. I feel small next to Rebecca.
Yeah. Andrea Thompson's 5'5". So
yeah. It's
crazy
big differences. And all the men are over 6'3", 6'4". So it's just like, it's a little bit easier to find weights for them, I think.
Yeah. And also with the men, we just have that history, don't we? We know what's possible, what's not possible. With the women, I feel like promoters are still learning and figuring things out a bit more.
Yeah. And we're starting to push barriers that have never, been pushed before. And I think that's really cool.
Yeah. Especially if you start hitting a 400-pound jerk, that would be insane.
I've hit 375 with an axle. So with a barbell, I think I could hit 400.
Yeah, definitely. How exciting. Okay, so the final event looks, again, I don't really see a weakness for you here, but it's the stone to shoulder. So it's a trump stone system where one on the heavy beats any amount on the lighter one. Mm-hmm. Presumably you're training for that heavy stone?
Yep, I've hit it in the gym for 3x1 last week, and I'm very excited for this event. I figured it out. The first few weeks I was doing it, I was like, oh my God, like I don't know if I could do this. And now that I figured out the technique and I figured out like the mechanics of it, I think that the 300 without tacky is going to be fine.
Okay, because I watched that training video. It's 300. You had the 250, which really seemed like a struggle. Was that one of your first sessions, was it?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. It does look super awkward. Like your lean on that just looks horrible.
And I'm so tall. It's, yeah.
Yeah, it's a long way for that stone to travel.
It is, definitely. With my short arms too, it's hard to grip the stone. So I got little nubs for arms.
That explains why you're so amazing at pressing, though, I guess.
Yeah, and that's why deadlifts are not my favorite.
Yeah. So we were just talking before I hit record. I don't know if it's okay for you to share, if you're happy to share, but we were talking about you've just quit your job to go full time as a strong woman.
Yeah, going full time, and it's scary. I'm probably going to get a little part-time job here just to like make some extra, money. But strongman's going to be my full time, everything. I'm gonna be training full time, maybe 2 a days, and really focusing on my career here. And I really think I can make something out of it.
Yeah, because you were saying like you were working full time, traveling an hour to get your son, traveling an extra hour to the gym, and by the time you've done all of that, you're just so tired and exhausted.
Oh yeah, and sitting in traffic and not wanting to go inside the gym, and as soon as you park, you're like, yeah, I want to go home.
Yeah, which isn't great when you've got these massive shows to prepare for. So
Exactly. And there's a lot of shows coming up, like, North America's Strongest is coming up, the Shaw Classic's coming up, America's Strongest, then the Rogue Invitational, and it's like that's 5 shows.
yeah. Do you think you'll go back and do the official Strongman Games? I know timing wise this year it was horrible right after Rogue.
Unfortunately, probably not.
Yeah.
I might do it one year if it's in Madison again. I might do it because I live an hour away. But it's just the prize money's not there, and to beat up my body for 3 days again, and then the Arnold is in 2 months after that. I just think it's not feasible for me to do that.
Yeah. It's a shame. It would, I think, for that competition to continue to grow, it kind of needs to come out of official strongman games and be a show in its own right. I guess it involves a little bit of risk and investment from someone, doesn't it?
Yeah, and it's like the World's Strongest Woman title is a cool title, but I think I deserve that after the Rogue Invitational. So I think that I already got that title, so I don't really need to like focus on, you know, that title again, if that makes sense, and
Yeah,
just
no, I
continue to win the Rogue.
Yeah. Yeah. And like, the great thing about the female side of the sport now is that we're seeing these really prestigious competitions like the Arnolds and Rogue Invitational coming through. And who knows what's next as well.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right. Now I'm a bit worried about this because I did explain to you about doing a game, and I'm trying to sort of mix these things up and make them different and interesting. But I feel like I made a little faux pas on yours because in my head, you're part of that dungeon strength team, that gym.
Honor.
You don't actually train at that gym. You just share a coach with a lot of members from that gym. Because I've called this the big dungeon quiz.
Oh my God.
I know. All right. Well, let's just go for it, Inez. I'm going to help you out with clues if I feel it's needed. It's going to be fun. It's only 8 questions.
I got this.
Yeah, you know these people. You know them. Okay. Are you ready?
Ready for this.
I feel like I need to give you some lifelines, like a phone a friend, a 50-50.
Yeah.
But none of them are multiple choice even, so I don't know.
Oh God, here we go.
No, you're going to be fine. Okay. Question number 1. This one's about you. Start off easy. You competed in and made the podium of the 2022 World's Strongest Woman. Can you remember the other 2 women on the podium with you?
Oh, Olga and Andrea.
Oh, that was easy. Should have put it in the montage. Damn it.
Yeah, right. That's how I remember.
1 out of 1 though. You've started strong. Okay. Oh, all right. Question number 2. In which year did fellow dungeon athlete Erin Murray win the world title in the under 82 kilo class?
That was the same year. It was 2022, right?
That was
23?
Yes.
23? Okay.
Yeah, you definitely.
It's all a blur.
That. Yeah. 82 to 82. 22 was the first year she moved into the 82s.
Oh, okay.
She won it the following year. Yeah. Nadia still won in 22. Okay. Question number 3. Which event did you win outright at the Arnold UK last year?
Arnold UK. Did I win outright? What were the events? I know it wasn't. There was a farmers. There was a yoke. There was a circus dumbbell.
It was yoke into dumbbell.
Yeah, there was a deadlift for reps.
There was a throw.
The throw I got 3rd.
There was an American log.
Oh, it was another log, but it was a max log, wasn't it? No,
it was a log for reps.
Log for reps. I probably won that one then.
Yeah, we actually talked about it earlier. I thought when I read the question again, I thought, oh no, we gave it.
Oh, I thought that was at the Arnold US.
Yeah, I don't know if you won it there actually, but you definitely won it in the Arnold UK last year. You got 5 reps.
Oh, they did the same.
They did.
Event?
Yeah.
Oh,
it was like 2 weeks later. Do you remember?
Oh, it was so. After my face was broken, I couldn't remember much.
You didn't know what was going on. You were just like lifting.
I got on the plane and I was like, whatever we do is whatever we do.
Did you have any issues at the airport with your ID and stuff?
No.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, luckily no.
No, it's like face scanner. It's me.
Yeah, right.
Oh dear. Okay, what question are we on? Question number 4. Oh god, I don't know if you're going to get this one. In that same competition, so the Arnold UK, who did Lucas Hatton beat by half a point to make it onto the podium? That's a hard one. I'm sorry.
Was it
Would it help?
Evan?
Evan didn't do it, no, because he got injured at the Arnold's.
Oh,
So
he
would
did.
it be helpful if I tell you who was on the podium? Or do
It
you know that?
was Hooper, of
Yeah.
course.
Yeah.
Who got second? Was it
Big
Thor
dude.
that got
Yeah.
second?
Yeah.
And then was it Tom Stoltman?
He didn't do it either.
Oh,
So Lucas got third and he beat someone else by half a point to get on there.
I don't know who else was there then.
No, that's fine. Like you say, you were not you weren't yourself in it.
I wasn't all there. Yeah.
No, it was Bobby Thompson. Was the
Bobby
answer to
Thompson.
this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. First question fail. I'm sorry.
I
Right.
doing my best.
Got to be perfect. Question number 5. Where did Angelica Jardine place at the Amateur Arnolds in 2023? So this was the
She
year.
won that.
No, she didn't.
She gets second, and then
Yes.
Aaron won, right?
Yes, she was beaten by Erin, yeah. But she ended up coming to the Arnolds anyway the following year because she won America's Strongest Woman.
Got it.
Yeah, there you go. I'm sorry, I really thought you were part of this team that all trained together.
Hey, I'm not doing as bad as I thought I would be doing.
Not doing bad at all. No. I don't have time to write a new one. Question number 6. Besides yourself, how many women were able to lift all 4 implements at the Rogue Invitational on the overhead medley?
An overhead medley at the Invitational. It was Olga and Angelica.
Yes,
Yeah.
well done. Yeah, very good.
I've watched the Rogue Invitational probably like 100 times now. I just go on YouTube and I start watching it, and I just skip to the women's, and I love it so much.
Yeah, I remember like back when Loz was competing, I'd rewatch those competitions again where he won. I'd be like, happy times.
Yeah.
I'd never watch the ones where he got hurt or if he did bad enough that I knew he was really unhappy with his performance.
Yeah.
Yeah, straight in the bin with those ones.
Oh yeah, like delete those from YouTube.
Yeah, someone take this down. Question number 7. How many of the 6 events did you win at North America's Strongest Woman last year, and what were they?
Oh, I won 4 out of the 6.
Are you sure?
Did I win 4 out? I won the throwing.
Yeah.
I won the log. I won the stones.
Yes.
And then I won. I didn't win the squat, so I won 3.
Yes.
Out of the 6. Yep. And then Gabby won the squats. Sam won the dumbbell, and then Monica or Gabby won the grip event.
Oh well, that's much more than I wrote down. Oh. So yeah, but I'll trust you. It sounds convincing.
Yes.
But yeah, 3 out of 6 you won. 50%.
Yeah, 3 out of 6. Yeah, I forgot the squat event was the thing.
Yeah. Okay, final question. Which dungeon member has won the most international competitions?
International. Well, would that be Erin?
Yes, it is Erin. Yeah, because she's got the Amateur Arnold's is an international, and she's got the 3 World's Strongest Women titles as well. There you go.
Look at that. I didn't do that bad.
You did. You got 7 out of 8, Inez. You're one of the better ones, actually. You did really well. Considering I really messed that quiz up, I feel.
No, that was perfect. I know them pretty well, so.
Phew, I feel bad.
Yeah. If you ask me questions about the women's side of the sport, I'll probably get it right. But then you ask me about the men, and I'm like, oh, I didn't watch it. Sorry.
I know. I think it's the same on both sides, to be honest. A lot of the women just don't watch the men's side of it.
It's hard to watch them because as soon as you're done going, the men are already starting. And then you're like, oh my God, I got to run out there and try to watch it, or like watch it back on the recaps. And you're like, I just want to watch the women. So
yeah. And also like, that's where your energy's going, isn't it? Into those competitions that you're actually doing. And yeah, you don't always have the capacity for the extra stuff.
Yeah.
I don't. Well, yeah.
You're out there all day.
You don't have the capacity for much.
Yeah, no, I feel that.
But we are so excited to see you back at the Arnolds. I really feel like, you know, you're probably the woman to beat this year. I know you're not the title holder at this point. It's Angelica's, you know, title to lose, I guess. But after your Rogue Invitational performance, I think a lot of people, and especially with these events, I think you're definitely a heavy favorite going in.
Yeah, I think that I'm gonna bring some heat, and I'm excited. So,
do you
I've
feel
been
like any
training hard.
pressure?
Oh,
Or
ton of pressure.
yeah.
Yeah.
Do you
Yeah.
like it though? Would you rather be an underdog, or do you like that people were saying, yeah, Inez is gonna smash it?
I like that people believe in me, because then I'm like, the confidence is there. And if other people are confident in me, I should be confident in myself.
Yeah, you can feed off of it.
Exactly.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, we are very excited to see you in Columbus. We hope training continues to go well. You're not on YouTube, are you?
I am on YouTube.
Are you? Oh,
Yeah.
I'm
I
sorry.
don't post a lot, but I'm on YouTube. I'm starting to pick back up, and I'm going to start doing some stuff on my YouTube, though.
Awesome. Right. I'm going to link it in the description below then. And I'll also link your Instagram, because you do post some insane training videos on there. So guys, if you're watching and you're not already following Inez, you need to make sure you are, because she is going to make you feel weak as a kitten with some of her insane training.
We're making shirts that say that, because you said that twice now, and I want a shirt that says weak as a kitten.
No, it's my idea. And it won't suit you, Inez. I need it. Guys, thank you so much for watching, and make sure you keep coming back as I try to talk to every single athlete competing in this year's Arnold Strongman Classic.